for those that do play darts off. 262. If you get a 20 first dart, go for the 18s. Gives you an opportunity to leave a finish.
96. Jayne 122.
So for the first break of throw, 1-2-2 for Souza. Yeah, just pulled it into the 4. And I like this, he's checking more, isn't he? He's just double checking.
88.
Yeah, he did it last night for the first time.
And you're 105.
If you're not sure, ask. Glen. 16 for double now. Has that landed awkwardly? Has it covered the dart, the double segment? The answer is no. Looking for a 60. Now a 57. Now a double 18, and he loves double 18.
170. Glen
Surprised he missed.
110.
Happy accident, can still finish. 57.
54. Jayne require 36.
So double 18 for Souza. Yeah, no missing that time.
Averaging just north of 90. 60 for 36.
100.
Good last start there from Glen.
50.
And Dozer will be back for double 8.
He likes double 8. He's good at double 8.
And you require 60.
You have my personal guarantee that he gets this. Second dart. Oh, come on now. That's no good.
Should have clipped last year ahead there, Wayne. Just personal guarantee it was going in would have been more than enough.
Now that's
Table, they've got the highest tournament averages.
Yeah, last night there was obviously 10 players played. 6 of them had ton averages or better. The 4 that didn't were Michael van Gerwen, Gary Anderson, Peter Wright and Glen Durham. Now, times are changing. And we look at, like you said, the debutants, they are so ready. So ready. So annoying that they're so ready. That leaves 46. That leaves 32. Jose de Souza loves double 18. I think he loves it more than I do, more than Rob Cross does, more than Barney does and Dave Chisnell. Why he went that way, I do not know.
It worked?
I know it worked, but don't let the outcome fool you. The last 1-8, the last 9 darter hit in the Premier League was by Jose de Souza. Can he do it again with 60, 57 and 24?
140. Jayne 141.
Treble 20, down for the 19s. You just sometimes feel he's not going to miss, don't you?
Yes.
89.
I did kind of feel like that then. And that 60 was the top wire. It was a lovely 60. There was no snatch or push about it. It was just elegantly thrown. He may lose the leg. 51 for ball, and if Glen can get it, he will.
57.
Do you think he's getting his mojo back?
52.
I'd like to think so, yeah. Tops for de Souza.
And on the 7th leg, Jose de Souza.
You get thinkers, and then you get those that just throw. And each to their own. It's the way that you kind of are within, isn't it? This is good from Glen. It really is. I know he's hitting the odd treble 5, but he's hitting a lot of 60s now as well. Averaging just north of 90 still.
93.
This is a big visit.
109.
I wonder, can he? He's already taken out 105. This for a level game. 57 for 32. Be interesting to talk to Glen after, if anyone gets a chance, because I think his body language has been better because he's played better. But it'd be interesting to see if he knows the reason why. Jose's brilliant. He all started with the 11 darter, didn't it? Seemed like the catalyst, and then he could win 4 of the last 5 if he gets this wrapped up.
140.
It's like anything, it's a relatively short match play, isn't it? And it was the importance of that 11 darter, as you say, it was the break. And I think that just gave him that extra boost.
Yeah. It was the 2 180s, the 11, and the break of throw.
59. That
may well right now catapult him to victory. And he'll be on 8 points. Jayne Souza beats the reigning Premier League champion.
He's gone away from that game thinking there was some flashes of some good stuff, and hopefully it's not too far to the corner to turn his game around.
59.
Glen,
67.
He's got to take something for the next 2 nights and move on to the weekend.
We require 108.
Young Dimmy's looked so good though, Mark, hasn't it? I mean, last night, when he first came out against Johnny Clayton, I thought he looked really flat. And then all of a sudden, he just went through the gears. And poor old Johnny didn't know what hit him, and Johnny was playing well himself.
Yeah, well, it turned on that 7th leg, did it? Johnny missed 2. Let's go 4-3 up. Cross go for his double 6. Yeah, good down from Rob. There we say the confidence is there. He's been broken in the opening throw, and you made the good.
An opening for Dimitri to break the Rob Cross throw again, albeit 96. Double 18 then for the break.
He's on the 5th leg.
Look at the conviction in that 96 finish. No mess and treble 20, double 18. Punishes Rob Cross, and it was only a dart ball really. It wasn't a massive error from Rob.
54.
He just goes up, and whatever he hits, he destroys seemingly at the moment.
I was going to say, that first dart's not done him any favours there. He likes double 18, but he can avoid a single for a double. Yeah, you'll think he'll be back, because you know how awkward 60 is, Colin, but you're forced into that, aren't you? But you've got options with 54, and hope he returns.
Well, this alert will be if he gets this. If he can hit that treble 20.
97.
But in the previous leg with double 18, you're expecting to clean up here and put daylight between the players for the first time. 3 missed at double 18, not the 4th time he finally gets there. Vandenberg, you can hear him pumping himself up. Vandenberg, 4-2 in front now, looking to cement.
He's not fazed by anyone, is he, Webby? You know, I mean, of all the results, he had a draw with MVG,
140.
and he had a draw with Peter Wright. Two of what we would say are the big hitters. But he hasn't let that 7-3 defeat to Jose de Souza get him down, and he proved that last night.
Yeah, and the 2 draws, and you'd argue Dimitri deserved to win. He was in. It was Peter Wright who was chasing Dimitri for the majority of the match, and Michael van Gerwen nicked the point. But here we go, 1-2-4, and he's in again. He had a 1-2-1 last night. He's only got a 1-6-4. He's got the highest out. That 1-2-4 confirms a double breaker throw. It's a long way back for Rob Cross now. He did those breaks back straight away, and it's looking like he's going to get the opportunity to get a break back here. And well, he said, I mentioned earlier, he should have got a point last night, didn't? Just when you think you're in control of the leg, Dimitri fires in his 4th maximum.
got to go for the button this time.
102. Dimitri Uruguay, 89.
Effort, he sort of looked as if he wasn't happy, but it was a great effort from Rob. But this to guarantee a point. On a 2-dart combination, only 96. Look easy. He's made the 89 look easy, and there it is. Point secured for Dimitri van den Berg, and unless Rob Cross can reel off.
Dimitri's not doing a bad job either.
53 remaining after 9 darts throw. Rob Cross keeps himself within striking. This is if there is a slip from Dimitri van den Berg, but I just can't see it.
So it looks like he's favouring 18s, yeah.
Yes, to clinch a convincing victory. Good guide. Oh, not to beat just yet. Still hope for voltage.
97.
What he would give were we to see this first dart go plumb in the middle of treble 19. He's got 2 darts now to reel off 78. Well, tops for a hold of throw and to keep this match going.
He's on the 9th leg.
What courage from Rob Cross. He's just starting to think about things. Rob Cross in control of this leg. Goes again. Brilliant from Rob Cross. Just wanted to rattle in a 180. 2 in the leg, 41 remaining. We saw van den Berg on 53 in the previous leg after 9 darts. Couldn't get the job done. Rob Cross. He's got a bit more time. Dimitri needs to find a couple of trebles just to leave a finish. Not going to, so still legs in this match, yeah.
41.
Double 16 for a break back.
He's got a 10th leg. Rob Cross.
That's clinical from Rob Cross. And
That winning formula again. He's playing the way we know he can. I'm certainly not saying he's out yet. He's still battling and working hard away as he pushes in his 5th 180 of the match.
you see the man on the head. He's working hard, and it's not as if it was like last year when you just couldn't see where victories are going to come from in the future.
100.
Rob Cross is playing well enough to survive, and he may well do. But the bigger picture is he's playing well again. That's a slip, and Dimitri van den Berg is going to get more match darts. He's had 2 already.
27.
Should get, well, minimum 1 here
64.
on a 64 combination. Consolidate top spot. 2 more incoming. How many does he need? Going to need the both. He gets it this time. Dimitri van den Berg fights off a spirited Rob Cross. Another
61.
Yeah, Johnny's got the look of a man. We've said it before about free-flowing. Well, Nathan's got that bounce back, like Mark just said. And this would help as well. Tops!
170.
Johnny Clayton, 12 darts thrown, 24 left. And this was the problem last night. Can he address it here in the opening leg? Awkward guide, that. Yeah. There we see it again. And it was costly last night for Johnny Clayton, and it's cost him the opening leg here. Well, may cost him the opening leg. Does do Nathan Aspinall. He's a great guy, the first one, but holds throw, and more woes on the doubles for Ferret. Whilst Johnny's not as quick as Michael Smith, he is a quick thrower, and you tend to get that feeling that you start chasing doubles when it's a quicker player.
143.
Both look likely early doors.
65.
Decent pace.
84.
2 players that'll enjoy playing each other in terms of rhythm. On the way, Nathan Aspinall, the last 4 occasions. Could be going his way here. This is 2 to break. The same double that let Johnny down, doesn't let Nathan Aspinall down, and that is a break of throw on a 2-leg lead. Johnny's had a chance in both legs. They've both gone the way of the Asp.
So settled already. Jose, Dimitri and Johnny. They've got the game. Showing it again. Two debutants reached the final last year, and this was one of them. Aspinall losing to Souza in the final.
75.
Don't rule it out happening again this year.
21.
Credit to Nathan. Great campaign last year. Johnny Clayton, 1-2-1 for the second consecutive night, and it's a similar reaction as well. He knows how important that is, but this is the big moment. He's got a hold throw, but that's the most emotion I've ever seen from Johnny Clayton, and there's... So Johnny Clayton's finishing.
140.
Everything about the game is decent, isn't it? It's very, very good.
Great game, played as much as you can enjoy a nerdy game, but these guys will be enjoying playing each other as a good rhythm. Throw your darts, get out the way, the next one's there. It's not rapid, but it's a great pace, and there we see Aspinall respond to the 14-dart leg.
At this point last year, he had 7 points. He's on 8, so he's on course. I do not like this way for 118. That leaves 64.
86.
Yeah.
I'm
with you.
Mark, have a word with him. Have a word with him, pal.
I've been having a word for a while, haven't I? It's you see that I've never understood it, Wayne. If you want a dart or a double, people will argue it's double 19, but it's a bigger target because really, realistically, Johnny should have used the ball route there, but he took a gamble. It wasn't a massive gamble, and it will pay off if he hits this double 16, and he does. But so that means, but yeah, not a fan. But to guarantee himself a point here. If he'd taken a point, I think both players would have.
Yeah.
But it just keeps him ahead of Johnny as well.
84. And you require 102.
Okay. Doesn't want to let Johnny. He'll stay there, surely. No. You surprised, Mark? It's a lovely marker.
You know, even because of Johnny on 152, maybe the 25 just to set up, got a 2-dart. But yeah, the double's a double, isn't it? Stay there, but he's going to get away with it. Well, if he can convert to 48, guarantee himself a point.
Massive moments. More massive moments. That is very, very good from Nathan Aspinall. He's containing himself a bit now.
Final leg is Johnny to throw first.
Aspinall can make his move here. He made a mess earlier on and left 160. That's good. Pressure now on Johnny Clayton. The 104's got to go.
For the draw. Double 16. The width of a wire away from accumulating another point. But is it going to be Aspinall? Who, it's got to be said, if he gets this, this is a real steal. This is a pinch.
20. Johnny required 32.
Clayton to get a draw, which you have to say deserves, but he's got to finish the job. Been less than convincing on the outer ring, but he's not on this occasion. What an encounter from both players.
A difficult character to read on the ball, doesn't he? Because he has these lackluster performances and then plays kind of unbeatable stuff. Wright's always been that little bit more consistent, but in recent times, probably the most inconsistent spell he's ever been through. James will go tops. Is he going to get tops? What a start from James Wade. 48% on the outer ring, and Peter Wright 52. It's quite a difference, quite a discrepancy.
140. 23.
Double 18.
He's on full flag, Gerwen.
115 average.
Yeah, Wade's just dipped slightly in form. And Peter's really ploughing forward now.
Peter's ceiling of performance is right up there with Van Gerwen's and Anderson's. It's kind of knocking on 120 when he's really at it. So averaging 105 and in the ascendancy. Another. Well, that is just peculiar. He's basically saying that James Wade will not take out 161. And on this occasion, Peter Wright was right.
But it is a risky strategy.
He requires 32.
I wonder if that was a little antagoniser. I wonder if that was a... James, I don't fancy you, pal. I don't fancy you for it.
Well, it turned out to be the right decision. But yeah, I mean,
Memory's not quite what it used to be. Well, Peter Wright's points, and it is Peter Wright's points, not James Wade's. They're roughed up so much that the board looks like it's been up there for about a month.
yeah, it's really pulled out a lot of that size, isn't it?
Yeah.
91. Jayne requires 40.
If the players want it changed, they can ask. It's 4-4. Peter Wright. Because James Wade, if he can hit another treble or even a single, Peter Wright may need to take this 1-4-1 out.
Yeah, you just feel it's a real yo-yo kind of back and forth match. Double 12.
117.
I thought that was going.
So did I.
Okay, good.
Then after he missed, I thought, no, he won't get it. For a break of throw. What a marker. That is how you use it. Wow, what a third dart that was from James Wade. A point. Well, there's no darting drama because Peter Wright is 255 points behind. Sounds a lot, doesn't it?
It's a fair bit, isn't it? But it's an important point for James Wade if he can nail this tops again. Puts another point between himself and Rob Cross in that elimination spot.
This, like Laura just said, is so important. And if he can...
100 probably should have been a 140 in James's mind, but it's still a consistent ton. He's not missing by much.
78.
Needed that. Bullseye. Literally moved the wire. Peter Wright is bang under it here. If this doesn't go, Wade will fancy his chances. 17 for tops. It's got to go.
96.
Yeah, so for the match, 96 required for James Wade. Double 18.
That is the match, and that is a 7-4 win.
The thing about these two players, Mark, is they very easily forget what happened the night before. You know, they can just let it go. Today's another day, and that's a sign of a great champion.
I've been particularly impressed with that Gary Anderson's added that graft to his game. Not saying he's not a hard worker, but winning games when he's not at his best, getting the final of the match play when he's not at his best, the final of the World Championship when there's spells of his best form, but nowhere near what he's happy with. But this is a good opening. He finishes missed doubles.
Little stat for you, Webby. Don't know if you know this one. MVG's average in the last 12 months
84.
was higher than Gary's in
29.
2018 when he won 2 majors.
It's just about timing, getting the job done. Averages don't win tournaments. Doing the right things at the right time, and it's a quote that Michael Van Gerwen uses more often than not. Gary Anderson almost did the right thing at the right time there. There's Michael Van Gerwen who holds throw, 16 dart leg, and leads.
196.
No biggie for Gary, good tidy.
64.
Michael Van Gerwen, look at the 19s here. But Gary Anderson will return and have 3 at the 32.
80.
Level us up again.
52.
Not his favourite side of the board, but
On the second
cleans out anyway.
So playing is Michael for a first. Required 20.
He said last night Michael Van Gerwen didn't get into any sort of rhythm against Glen Durham. Rob Crosses can be quite a methodical player as well. tonight they both enjoy.
No
Bouncing off the other, but Gary Anderson, he's got an outside chance, and he's
107.
not happy with the lead, but it's a chance nevertheless. Got to break a throw.
Double 14 here.
79. Michael, you require 20.
Oh, this is a big dart. This is a massive dart.
On the seventh leg,
I knew that one would get
Glen is
roared
going
for
for
a roar
first.
of relief more than anything. He started chasing doubles.
61.
Big moments in this match. Van Gerwen, a lot of
86.
Grab the ball at the
Gary
last
require
dart.
78.
78 for Gary Anderson for 5 apiece. It is 5 apiece, and while these two aren't at their spectacular best, Michael got himself a point. Set up play, and all Gary Anderson could do is try and apply some pressure. Michael Van Gerwen going to guarantee him one, a win. We'll see him in second spot at the end of play,
32.
behind Dimitri van den Berg.
Game shot the 11th leg, Michael Van Gerwen. 12th and final.
Premier League, only 2 previously.
'96. Michael, you require 124.
Well, this is a huge shot. This is for all the marbles. Treble 18 for the ball. Gary's going to come back and
92.
going to get a shot. Can he nick a point, Webby?
So nick a point, be a deserved point. He'll feel aggrieved if he doesn't take this out. He's only going to get one. And it's at tops. Can Gary Anderson get a point? It is a point for Gary Anderson. You can see him muttering away to himself there. But